Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Drops back. It's Stockton. Still looking to his right. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throws it off the RPO. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Here's a give to Frazier. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and these top 10...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's McAllister. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Snap to the back. Opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Motion from the wide receiver. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He got past the sticks and slides through a stop, but there is a flag on the play. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll move the wide receiver. On the direct snap, it's Sellers. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the wideout. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Dumps it to the back. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one just came off his hand badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the direct snap, it's McAllister. Shakes off the defender. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to beat him to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Here's Sellers to throw. Move to his right. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. At the 30. The 20. Touchdown Gamecock. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's a play the receiver would like to have back because he was in position to make a huge play for his offense. 50-50 ball, climb the ladder. You just got to snatch it. You got to pluck it out of the air, and he couldn't get it done.
To the air, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Looking for room. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's McAllister. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Sellers. That's caught. It's Bennett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Second and long here. To the air, it's Sellers. Buying time to his right. Grab behind the line. It's Tuggle. Open space at the 25. Finds some room. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Well, after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Rolls right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Still running at the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's McAllister. Tried tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's McAllister. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Under pressure. Back's got it on the screen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Frazier. And he's brought down after a short gain. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 20 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's Clemson not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They're all over him. Chase to the right.
Here now, some other games you may...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. Look out! Myers on the move. Couldn't set his feet.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Bennett. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the wideout. On the direct snap, it's McAllister. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quick give, it's McAllister. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He's changing the play. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Still looking. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
to go on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Sellers. Out wide left, it's Fuller. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the direct snap, it's McAllister. Hard running there. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Throwing, Sellers. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. It's Riley. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Dogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it on the counter. Uh-oh, look out. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man on the RPO. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Making the adjustment. On the snap, it's McAllister. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Duckworth. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Right down the gut of the field. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing. The sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. Quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Direct snap. It's McAllister. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Oh, look look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Tough run here. It's Frazier. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Handoff for Frazier. Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Number 91 set to kick this one away.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Duckworth. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone.
Clemson.